magic's alive. Baby, on the East End, we can do it again. We can do it again. Welcome to the Hamptons. Gonna spend your time. You can have some fun. Drink some local wine. Well, the locals are friendly and a place to be. You can check out old Zenbock on LTV.
Here I am, summer of 2024. Gosh, I've been out of my ship. You might say I'm at large. I've been on Long Island and into New York City. This show is going to have some of the summer activities I've done. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the Brothers Grimm Gaming and Collectibles to meet up with a fellow named Jonathon Albin. And he's going to talk to us about something about with gaming. Very interesting. Let's check it out. Greetings, I'm Zenbock and you are
Jonathon Albin.
I believe that we are in Selden at the moment, and we are at the Brothers Grimm's Games and Collectibles. And I believe you're not a local to Long Island.
No, I'm about as far from Long Island, from home as I could possibly be. I'm from San Bernardino, California.
A West Coast guy. Now that's northern or southern California?
Southern California, about an hour and a half from Los Angeles and about an hour from Disneyland.
Okay. So here we are in a gaming store, and what I've noticed something, and maybe this will have an interest to you. Today, people are polarized. People don't know how to establish even a fact. I could put something, water is, you need water, and there'll be 50 arguments on it. You know, what kind of water, where'd you buy it, But what I got a kick out of gaming was people would sit down and establish rules. We have a game line of rules, and then maybe in a smaller game there might be this game's rules, or depending upon who's playing or where. So it teaches the ability to negotiate, all right? And it's the art of the game more than the game itself, all right? Now, I'm not covering your points.
No.
But I'm giving a foundation to you guys out there, all right? So, what brings you here to my coast?
Well, this started 50 years ago, actually. I was 11-year-old and learned to play a role-play game under David Arneson. He was my buddy's Grandpa Dave. Now, the name probably doesn't mean anything to you, but to the fans out there, they'll know Dave Arneson is one of the two guys that wrote Dungeons & Dragons 50 years ago.
We had a fellow named Gary over here.
Gary Gygax and David
I knew
Arneson.
Gary.
So Gary and David were close friends, and they both worked on the project together.
Gary used to hang out at my booth in Icon. We had a sci-fi convention here.
Yep.
And my booth was full of Egyptian museum reproductions.
Nice. He always had a thing for the Egyptians.
Yeah, and then there was another one, there was a film guy, Harry
Hausen?
Yeah. He would animate my stuff on the table.
Nice.
But that's going back a long time ago.
Yep.
So, basically now, I take it that you have a project you're working on, or?
Right. The Imagination Launchpad in particular is the project that we're focusing on right now.
And you're trying to promote maybe getting people sitting down or doing something where they're not screaming and yelling, but
yeah, fundamentally, Imagination Launchpad is intended to be a methodology to bring organizations such as Rotary clubs, city councils, school boards to an understanding about games and then interconnecting them with the local game stores and therefore providing product support into a new love for games that we're going to spread across all other categories of life.
Right. And now, what would you say the age range of a gamer and that's a lot of different kinds of games, but what would you say the age ranges are?
Well, in my case, in the games that I've been involved with right now, I'm running 9 game sessions a week, and our youngest players are 7, 8, and 9, and our oldest is a 78-year-old woman who drives one way from Disneyland every week to play.
This is quite a range. I like the idea of the gaming community because I like the diversity of the games. And then some of the games they put with the models and the building of kits. And then, of course, things change and new rule books and armies. And, if I had a game to play, I would be more the collector of a Dark Elder.
That's fair.
I have a friend of mine who played Bugs.
Yep. Tyranids. Yep.
But I'm more the live action role play.
Well,
with people.
That's been my roots. When I started as an 11-year-old, I wrote a campaign that took 6.5 years to play through. If you played every week, you'd sit at my table for 6.5 years. Since then, I've run the same campaign arc over and over again, and we have completed 8 iterations. So now, with this new era and the new mechanism that we developed, we're starting the 9th iteration. So the same story is being played again by new players who are discovering the same Easter eggs that were left there by my son when he was 7 and when I was 17. And when
do you have anything with graphics in this, with artwork supporting this? Or
it's funny you should mention that. As a storyteller and game master, I am operating under what's called theater of the mind. The very concept of a set of images is almost counterintuitive to the way that I play.
I get it.
Because I want the other players and storytellers to be able to create their own stories without being adulterated, if you will, by my perceptions.
Right.
Now, that being said, I do have artwork. I do have a cover of a book I could show you, for example, for one of the books that we've published. But it's still never intended to be something where our images are going to overlap against what the players.
This reminds me of radio, of all things. I'm a TV guy.
That's fair.
All right, but TV's made up of visual and audio.
Mm-hmm.
But radio is you're going to love this because it goes right to what you're talking about. Theater of the mind.
Exactly.
All right? And if we can get people to use the imagination, and the cool part, which I like, is if I come up with an idea while we're gaming, we have everybody in the board or at the table in the different worlds, and everybody can see it. The average guy walks by and sees a table, but the gamer is in a whole other world or worlds.
Well, that's one of the mechanics that we utilize is we do a lot of gameplay through Discord and online access, because especially during COVID, it was so difficult that players couldn't make it to locations to play, and the requirements for separation and requirements for safety were such that it kept people from being able to participate. So during COVID, I was running 9 sessions a week, 6 players at a time, in the same world at the same time, contemporaneously. So we had crossover episodes. We had places where groups would come to a singular location and interact, even though their play groups might be as far away as I had some of my group members are from New Zealand, and some of them are from Japan. And playing in the same world at the same time makes that kind of a challenge because you're having to operate on a non-standard time clock.
So we had a problem here because the musicians couldn't reach their audience with the COVID, and especially in the early things. Some of them had video already or needed to be edited, and some of them just had music. So to keep the music relevant, we had people sending in submissions, and whether they had video or not, we made the video to their likings, because we wanted to keep people. I guess the old thing was hunker in the bunker, but again, you have through the mind and people that are similar,
Well,
you're out.
a great example in the case of the young lady I said, 78, who's driving out to my events every week. She made a quote that is like standard, and that is, she exists on Earth, but she lives in the world of Nikos. Because everything that she sees, everything that she experiences, that's joy to her, come from the fictional world that we've created.
I'm a 75-year-old dude. My Vulcan years is well over that, but the human side here, the puny human side, I have to say, But I'm going to cut this short, but I really appreciate running into you here. I'm a little familiar with the Los Angeles area. My dad had lived over in Burbank, by Hollywood Bowl of all places. And my brother lived in Berkeley for a while. So I was familiar with the West Coast, and I'm very familiar that the North California and Southern California are two different things.
Yeah, definitely. We are in the Inland Empire, definitely in Southern California, but we are far enough east to almost be into Orange County. So we tend to be a little bit more on the conservative cultural side.
I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
And that's it on Zenbock's Forte. Hey! Our next segment is from July 28th, 2024. I'm at the Medford Memorial Park for an outdoor concert, and it's a fundraiser for St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital, a great charity. This is my second year performing, and I'm going to be there, but I'm going to perform, but first and firstest, we're going to meet up with Lisa Jimenez. She's the Long Island ambassador of Operation Underground Railroad. Let's check out what this is about. I'm Zenbock, and you are?
Lisa Jimenez, Long Island ambassador for Operation Underground Railroad.
All right. Now, I've heard of an Underground Railroad in history, in various places, and that was with minority people that were persecuted. But it was basically an underground type of scene to rescue people from a bad situation. Do we have people in a bad situation?
Yes, we do. We have many children in a bad situation. So Underground Railroad exists to rescue children from sex trafficking. Once they're rescued, we work with law enforcement all over the globe. We then will take them and give them ongoing aftercare and follow their journey.
That's very interesting. You guys, how do you get funded?
We do funding through fundraisers, organizations. We try and hit different political groups, things like that. Anywhere we can get to donate, we accept.
What's the range of where you're trying to help people? From where to where?
All over, actually. There is no set place. This is happening all over, everywhere.
So it's not just a, quote, a border situation?
Correct. No, this is all over. And mostly, believe it or not, in the United States is mostly where it's happening.
Really? So there's a big hole in the system on this?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Do you have any way of making that aware so it can change?
Well, what we do is we try and get out, like today's event, we'll set up information tables. We'll go and we'll do speaking if requested, things like that to get out into the communities and let people be aware. I'll be working with legislator Dominic Thorne, and we'll be setting something up for the community of Medford.
Good man, Dominic Thorne.
Yes.
He's helped me out in my own neighborhood as well.
Also Joe DiStefano. Got to stick that in there.
All right. Definitely. Well, I thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for bringing awareness. We need to save these children, and the only way we could do it is we do it together.
While waiting for my closing set, I met with Fat Elvis. And yeah, Fat Elvis. And his friend came over, Jonathon Harbor. Let's check that out. Here I am
I can't believe who I found here. Are you the one and only?
The one and only, baby. The king.
The king. Now,
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm back, baby.
And today, your reputation, you're using a new name?
That's right.
Who they calling you now?
Fat Elvis.
Fat Elvis?
That's right, baby.
Yeah. So what's the latest in music, huh?
The latest in music is the music stinks. That's why I'm bringing back the old, good music back, baby. It's in a time where we need it, right now.
Well, I think it's a great idea. So you're going to play this gig later?
I'm going to do the gig, yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to play some music, baby, the way it's supposed to be, you know.
No food today, huh?
No food today, yeah.
Okay.
Slimming down a little bit.
Slimming down, huh?
Yeah, it's a slimmed down version of this.
Slim down version, you know. So give me an idea what kind of songs you do, a little bit.
Well, actually, I'm going to do a couple different songs today. I'm going to sing and play piano. I'm going to do a little Broadway. I'm going to do a little something from, usually you didn't think the king just does Elvis songs. Of course, I like to do a little bit of everything. So I'm going to do a little song called, well, I'll let you know about it later. But right now, I just want you to know it's going to be a surprise. But I will do an Elvis song, too, of course.
All right, well, we'll try and tape a little bit of your Elvis song to put in with this, you know. I've never had interviewed Elvis before.
That's right, baby.
This is cool. This is very cool.
And then I'm going to be playing drums with this guy named Zenbock.
I heard about that guy.
Yeah, he's a good-looking man.
Yeah,
so and then I'm going to be singing in the last band with some rock band. So I'm doing 3 back to back to back.
Wow, 3 backs.
And I got a friend of mine. Let's put him over here. Come on over, Jonathon. Jonathon Harbor.
Hey.
This guy's his first show ever. He's a singer-songwriter from Long Island. And
hey.
He's gonna. How you doing, baby?
How you
He's
doing?
gonna be singing tonight.
Doing good. How you
He's
doing?
gonna do a song. He's gonna do one of his babies and tell you all about it.
You got to sing for us? You gonna light us up?
We're gonna do it. We're gonna give it a shot.
I hope so.
It's a beautiful song he wrote.
Bring it home.
Really?
Beautiful song he wrote.
Songwriter. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to it. Not here? Another place?
No, right here.
Oh, wow. Yeah. We'll have to try and catch that.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna sing one about rough seas in life, making it through rough seas.
It's a rough time right now.
Yeah. And, whether you're out fishing or a romantic, sometimes you hit bad weather.
It can't happen.
You got to make it through rough seas.
Calm seas can turn very rough.
I came from my other gig, you know. I didn't have time to change, you know.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, thank you, baby.
See, he left the building, but he's here.
Gotta leave. We gotta get ready.
That's it. Now we get to my closing set at the concert. I did 2 songs I'm going to show you. We did 3 on the set, but I'm showing you 2. One of them will be Hard-Headed Woman, and the other one is Rockin' and Rollin', a 1951 song by Little Son Jackson, but later recorded, as many will know, as Rock Me Baby. Let's go. Let's do it.
Man, the myth, and the legend. Put your hands together for Zenbock.
ever since you went away. Flying around the clock, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hard-headed woman, warm in the side of mine. Okay, that's a song written by Claude Demetrius, and he gave that song a few years later to some guy named Elvis. Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Rock me, baby. Honey, won't you bring it on to me all night long? I want you to rock me, baby, like my back ain't got no backbone. Rock and roll me, baby, like a wagon wheel. Roll me, baby, like a wagon wheel. Want you to roll me, baby. Oh yeah, you don't know how I feel. Honey, rock me slow. Rock me, baby. Rock me slow. I want you, girl, to know just how I feel. Rock me pretty, baby. Rock me, girl, like I ain't got no backbone. didn't rain. It's not 1,000,000 degrees, and it's time to go home. Hey. What? Oh, thank you for having me here. Hey. So, that's it. Hopefully we're back here next year. You are? Hey, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. That was an awesome job. Thanks. This is the time of the show. I got a little extra time. So I'm going to have the Mollygollies back in the ship roll something. God knows what it's going to be, but we'll find out. Hey, roll it. And that's it for the show on Zenbock's Forte.